in last week's nightcap, I think it was in part 1, I nipped my finger while working on the vise on one of those little centre steam valves, and I did have rather an outburst of swearing because it really did hurt. The fingernail's alright, it's gone black a little bit but not too bad. I had lots of comments and I'm not quite sure about the swearing. I normally delete the swearing. I leave it in on the parenting videos, but I delete it on the normal channel because I know that's quite a lot of younger people watch my videos. I might run a poll to swear or not to swear. That is the question. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's nightcap. This is the actual valve, the one-way valve. It sits on a seat like that. Water goes behind it, lifts it off the seat, and steam pressure on here keeps it pushed shut. There's a slot in there to enable to grind the valve in situ, and that's actually inside the Clack valve housing. So we're going to do it here. Just put a little touch of fine grinding paste on there, valve grinding paste. Doesn't take a great lot. Valve simply slips in, and all we do is screw it over. See, it doesn't take much because the seats are in good condition anyway. We've got a lovely matte grey ring all the way around there, so I'm really happy that that valve is going to seal on there, no problem at all. And if we look at the valve face, that's also nice and clean, but there's one little bit there, so we'll give it another go and get shot of that little bit there. A little bit more, just about gone. I'll put some coarse on it, try out a little bit of coarse. You have a difference there between the fine paste and the coarse paste. Put a touch of fine on it, and this should do it. Right. Right, so we've got a full seat all the way around now, nice matte grey, that's exactly what we want. Perfect valve seat. And blow all the nasty valve grinding compound away. Right, we're going to do a dummy assembly. I've got different thicknesses of copper washers that go in here. That's to get the valve lift right. The valve only needs I think it's 3/32 of an inch of lift. It doesn't need very much. It's important that that's controlled. I put some of these anti-seize on here. You don't need to slather steam joint and compound everywhere. Not necessary. It's a nice, freshly annealed, soft copper washer. just needs tightening up when it's actually fastened to a boiler shell. I can't get enough purchase on it here. Right, so that's the valve seated in there, and the valve simply drops into there. So that's how you would lap it in position. You can get into it and to do it that way. The only nice little spring, I bought a box of stainless steel assorted springs, were really cheap. It was 7 or 8 quid for a box full like that. And there's a spring in there that's going to do the job ideal. So we'll put a copper washer on here as well. We'll go for 2 thick ones first, I think. To get some anti-seize paste. Right, now for the valve clearance. That feels good. I put a clock gauge on there and measure how much clearance it's actually got. So the water goes in there, pushes the valve open. Once it gets into the boiler, the steam pressure snaps the valve shut. They really haven't changed for the same design valve basically forever, I think. I'll find a bit of balls, a suitable fit in there, then I can put a clock gauge on and we'll check how much valve stroke it's got, but it certainly feels good. Right, this is the setup I've got. So I push the valve down and that measures the valve travel, and it's travelling 0, 50, 60. It's travelling 65 though, and we need about 100, so I need a slightly thinner washer. Sorry, slightly thicker washer put in there to make the space between the valve and the little valve stop slightly bigger, but it's certainly in the ballpark. Yeah, 65 though. So a slightly thinner washer should sort that out. I hope you can see that gauge there. So we've got 50, 60, 65 though. So we want a washer in there roughly 30 thou thinner. I'll need a thicker washer, I'll put a thinner one in. That's just a stroke, you thick twat. Thicker washer, John. Thicker, thicker, thicker. At the minute we've got 65 thou lift, 70 thou lift, and we need 100. So I need the gap inside of there increasing by 30 thou. I haven't got any washers 30 thou thicker than the ones I'm using, So what I'm going to do is take 30 thou off that stop there, and that'll allow the valve to move the required amount. Right, so I've taken 30 thou off that face there, which will allow the valve to travel a further 30 thou. Right, we've now got 95 thou. That's certainly going to be enough. Just over 95 thou. I'm happy with that. Right, the last job on this one is to install the lock-off valve. Plenty thread anti-seize on them. So that's it sealing off on that face there, then it also seals off in the bottom of there. Copper washer, nicely softened one. Feels nice. Just wants to be a decent fit on here, which it is. It's still got to go on. Excellent. Put a few pop marks in here just to make sure that it can't vibrate off. I don't think it will. Right, I've just got the valve lift to check on the other one, and then we can put a test plate on here and put some pressure on and do a pressure test on them. This one's received exactly the same treatment. Right, this one has got negative 90 thou travel, 85. It's certainly well within the tolerance of what the valve is required to do, so I'm going to leave that one at that. But I put a hole in the middle for the wind to go through, it will not work with it. Better. There, to put an air line on there with a pressure gauge. Piss off. Do a little test on it. And yeah, pressure test on this. I've got 150 psi on this air line. So at the minute that valve's closed off. So it's closed in there. So if we open the clack valve up, there's nothing coming out. And the valve's sealing off perfectly. So I'm really happy with that. That's working like it's supposed to do. Very happy. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It does make a big difference, and I have nearly got 100,000 subscribers. Anyway, subscribe is what you fucking scrape steel with, man, you bell end.